Specialist Dre here. Frontline Focus. That's the name of my little series of videos. I'm not gonna call it a show because everybody be creating shows and stuff. It's not a show. It's just a way for me to share my experience with y'all who are thinking of enlisting at the age of 40. I am 44 years old and I'm doing this video to respond to answer to one of the questions that was asked to me in comment sections. Um, I forgot the name of the follower. Let's say the follower. I don't like to say the word follower, but of this person. Um, Someone who's in the 40s that want to join the army, and you're already making 72,000 a year. I get it. Um, and also as a 40 years old or maybe someone in our 40s, we already know the highs and lows of life. So we went through life experience. We know hard times. We know hardship. We know hard times. We knew how to get out of them. So basically, we have the basic knowledge of life itself. And now we get to the point where we need a challenge. You know, some of us in this age, we are at a point in our life where we want a certain challenge, not exactly for the money. Because honestly, speaking for myself, I never joined the army for the money. I never joined it for the money. I needed a change in my life. I had a lot going on. I gotta say, I used to live in New York. I've been in New York for 14 years, I think. Yeah, I've been in New York for a long time. Transitioning the country, I had to start over. And I'm saying start over from the bottom. Made my way up, find a decent job, decent income. I had a sudden change in my life. I don't really don't want to talk about it because it's personal. But then when I thought of joining the army, it's because I needed a turning point. I needed a change, right? So joining was one of this therapeutic type of decision that I've made, right? The beginning was pretty hard because basic training is going to be very new for you. You're going to feel disrespected. Of course, you're going to feel disrespected and diminished by the drill sergeant. But it's one thing, one of my cousins was a Marine. Actually, he's still serving the Marine. He's 20 years over now in the Marines. He told me one thing, you get paid for that. The recruiter will tell you the same thing. You get paid to get yelled at, right? So basically, it's like it's free money, but it's going to be very physical and mental. The good thing about it, the physical part is not bad because, like, if you have physical issues in the past, like you want to lose weight, you want to have a certain appearance, you can get that in the army. It will shape you, it will reshape you. Expect that. But it might be hard for someone who never been really physical in the past, someone who don't really work out, someone who was just chilling, eating fast food and all this in the past. If you're someone that used to go to the gym, you have a certain routine to go to the gym to keep yourself in shape, it's not going to be hard for you. The mental part, drill sergeants are going to cuss at you. They're going to cuss at you. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to make you feel like you're nothing. They're going to make you feel like you will never be nothing. But that's the point. The mental conditionment that the army will exercise on you is going to be like that. So you have to be ready about it. At age 42, we don't want to be disrespected. We don't want to take orders from nobody. We don't want to do this. But once you make the choice of joining the army, forget about your age. Forget about the individual that will give you the orders. Forget about all that. Forget about that you've been a director in the past. Forget that you're a business owner. Forget that you got houses or whatever it is. Forget about all this. Right? This is going to help you during basic training. And if you get angry, use your anger towards the exercise that you're going to have to do. Obstacle courses. You're going to have to go to that tall ass ladder. You're going to have to go through it. You have to do the air assault. I forgot. It's not air assault. It's kind of like air assault. I forgot what to call it. There's this big wall that you're gonna have to go all the way up and slide down. Um, you're gonna have to do night infiltration course, which is gonna be the last one you're gonna do before a ruck to finally be recognized as a soldier. That's when you're gonna have that U.S. Army patch on the side. It's U.S. Army patch. That means you're gonna be a new soldier. Then after that part, you're gonna have to be ready for the AIT part. The AIT phase is the school part. So basically, it's still the army, but it's gonna be more in a school setting. But still gonna be rule. There's still gonna be PT. There's still gonna be drill sergeant yelling at you, but a little bit more laid back, right? So the question that my friend asked me, it was about him joining, like debating this with his family. You want to go Ranger? You want to go? I'm sure you want to go air assault. You want to go airborne? I wanted all this. I signed up for. I did my airborne physical that I passed. I did. I was about to go air assault. Because once you get to your unit, it depends if it's an aviation unit. You're gonna have to do the 4x36, which is you're gonna run 4 miles. You have to run 4 miles in 36 minutes or lower. And then you say Ranger, you want to do Ranger, you want to do Sapper. All this is good. All this is good. At our age, you want to do it. Listen, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be straight with you. I had to decline some of these, but I did some things. I did the spur ride. That's why I can say I'm a cav. I'm an air cav soldier. My job is to fuel birds, to fuel ground. Just to make sure that they rolling, make sure that they don't stop. That's my job. I did the spur ride. The spur ride is a pretty hard event. There's a lot of other events that are the same. Overseas, I did the 18.5 miles, the Norwegian March. I did the 18.5 miles. I think for my age group, it's the time limit is 4 hours and 38 minutes. 4 hours and 40 minutes. That was the time for my group, for my age group. But I did it in 4 hours and 38 minutes. The last 30 minutes was very hard because I had cramps. But I did 18.5 miles in 4 hours and 38 minutes. Plenty of other little stuff that I did that I'm pretty proud of. Well, if you go Ranger, if you go Sapper, it's gonna be physical. The Army is gonna be physical the whole way. Whatever level you want to get to is gonna be physical. I understand sometimes it says that when you're an NCO and you're sergeant that things are a little more laid back for you, but there's still gonna be PT. There's still gonna be probability of you deploying, and when you get deployed, depends on where you're going. It might be very physical. Like both my deployments were very physical. Both places I went, they were very physical because my job it's a lot of physical. You have to run, you have to lift heavy stuff, you have to repair stuff, you have to drive trucks, you have to make sure, like for Syria, I had to make sure the whole village has fuel in it. It means a bunch of generators, trucks, other stuff that they had. They had the CRAM, the defense system, all this. You had to make sure that they were fueled every single day. And besides, that was the ground operations that you have. And besides that, we had the air over the aviation operations where you have bird coming in. When I say bird, I'm talking about Chinooks, talking about Apaches or Blackhawks. You have birds coming in any time. In the middle of the night, sometimes you gotta wake up because it's not because we used to work 24 hours. There's all that. That's for my job. I know for infantry, infantry is a bit harder because whatever happens, they're the first one to go out there. Listen, hey, I encourage you. You want to talk to me too? We can find a way we can talk. I don't know much about everything in the army, but I do my videos just to share the little experience that I have. Cause I know in our 40s, this kind of decision they require a lot of thinking. You know, a lot of thinking. Some people they give up because I think when I was 39 or 38, when I saw an army commercial, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I didn't want to do it, right? But then here I am serving. You know, um. So if you're in your 40s, you want to join, give it a thought. Give it a thought. Think about all the good takeaways that can have from it. From it, prepare yourself mentally. Um, and also expect times where you're gonna have to be away from your family. But it's not that your family is not gonna be good. Financially, you're gonna be supporting your family, of course. But always make sure that your family is fine. Accept the fact that it might happen that you just come to the unit after AIT. They tell you, hey, you're gonna get deployed. Like when I came from AIT, it didn't even take me a year after to get deployed. I got to my unit the same week I got to my unit. We got informed that we are gonna get deployed. You know, and for me it was Syria. Some of my friends, they were one of them. I think one of them went to Egypt. I went to Syria. One went to Iraq. So there was like we were a group of 5 friends, but 3 of us got deployed. So expect all that. Um, yeah, that's pretty the answer I have for you. If you're watching, I'm gonna post the video for it so everybody can listen to it, so everybody can watch what I'm saying. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. If you want me to make some kind of videos for you, it's okay. Just ask. I will make it. But this one is the informal video. I just made it like I'm right outside. I like to take my little coffee outside in the morning. Well, it's not the morning now, but I technically always start my day with a cup of coffee. And if I'm off on the weekend, I rather sit in the backyard. It's pretty nice outside in Tennessee. And then here, I'm just sharing this with you. Um, Thank you for watching. Thank you for making the comments. Thank you for sharing your inputs also, because I don't know everything in the army, but I'm sharing my experience, like I said. Thank you also for sharing this video for anyone that needs information about a minimum of information about joining at the age of 40. I don't look 40. I don't look 44. I get it. I'm turning 45 in 3 months. I'm a specialist of force. Well, because I got recruited by my recruiter didn't put in my credits, my college credits in the system, so I had to start from 0 to now. I was supposed to get a promotion while I was overseas. Well, I don't know what happened. Well, I finally picked up specialist, but I was when I hit my 2 years in, that's when I picked up specialist. So they never did shit for my recruitment, for my promotion. Yeah, that's really it. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Thank you for watching the video, and all right, stay locked in. All positive. Aircraft out.